Alright bros, the cheapest iPhone 13 from Swappie is finally here, and if you're asking why the package is already opened, well, I filmed the whole thing but forgot to plug in the mic, so yeah. Anyways, let's see if it's any good. Nothing too exciting about the package, to be honest, but I really like the box that Swappie uses. It's pretty simple but neat, and it adds a nice touch to the whole experience. You'll get a box sealed with tape around the edges, and it even says the model name on the back. So this is the iPhone 13 Pro in Alpine Green, 128 GB in fair condition, obviously because it was the cheapest one on the website. Just so you know, this isn't a sponsored video. I paid 539 euros plus shipping out of my own pocket, and it took 6 days to get here, so not the fastest shipping, but it wasn't DHL this time. I opted for Paketa, which I never heard about, but it was cheaper. Okay, so I have seen a ton of reviews on iPhone 13 Pros from other refurbishers, but I haven't come across one from Swappie, so I thought it would be interesting to see what the cheapest iPhone 13 Pro gets you. So let's open the box. And here it is, the Alpine Green 128 GB iPhone 13 Pro. Man, I really miss this Alpine Green color on the Pro models. Just look at it and tell me this isn't gorgeous. So I have already seen the phone, and let me tell you, there's some good things and some bad things. So let's start with the good. The frosted back glass looks almost brand new. No dings, no scratches. I'm kinda impressed. Same for the sides, nice and shiny, no signs of wear. Now for the bad part, let's flip it around. Yeah, I knew the cheapest option would have scratches, but this is worse than I expected. I thought there would be a few scratches here and there, but this looks like a battlefield. Good lord. Oh, and there's one big scratch on the camera bump here. That's hard to catch on camera. It looks like a hair or something, but nope, that's a scratch. Alright, let me give it a quick wipe. And then we will turn on this thing. So now that it's all cleaned up, let's power it on. And while it boots, let me show you what else comes with the box. Well, this is not the box. This one is. So I bought a lot of Swappie phones, as you can tell, probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th. So with the box comes an original USB-A to lightning cable and a SIM eject tool. Now thumbs up to Swappie for including that. There used to be a short thank you letter, but that's not here anymore. So I already set it up, so I will spare you that part. Let's dive right into the battery health. I already know the number, and the battery health isn't great. It's at 86%, which is about right for a phone that's almost 3 years old. Yeah, it's probably still good for a day of use, but I don't know. If I use this thing as usual, I will probably need to charge it before dinner. The Coconut Battery app basically confirms the battery health. Here the number is slightly higher at 89.1%, and it also shows the phone has 642 cycles, which is typical for its age. For comparison, my iPhone 15 Pro has 265 cycles, which is just after a year of use. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get the Mac away. Now, holding both phones together is kinda interesting, because the 13 Pro feels much heavier but more premium. On the other hand, the 15 Pro feels like a toy in the hand, and the 13 Pro sides are always smudged up, while the titanium sides on the 15 Pro doesn't smudge as much, but still, I prefer the build of the 13 Pro because it feels like a tank in the hand. There are a few things I would miss from my 15 Pro, like the USB-C, the action button, and the 48 megapixel main camera, because the 13 Pro can't crop in because it has 12 megapixel main camera, and that's why there are only 3 camera options compared to the 4 on the 15 Pro. Plus, it's missing macro mode and action mode, and the 13 Pro's telephoto lens also lacks stabilization, but overall it still feels solid. The dynamic island, honestly, no one cares anymore. The notch is fine. So was buying the cheapest iPhone 13 from Swappie worth it? Well, I can give you a straight answer because, surprise surprise, I'm returning the phone. The only reason I'm returning it is the screen. It's just too scratched up and I don't see a value in such a phone. 539 euros is just too much for this condition. But if you're thinking about buying one, sometimes you will hit a jackpot with the fair conditions, so you can try your luck. And if you don't, Swappie gives you a 14-day return window, so you're all set. Alright folks, that's a wrap. I hope you had fun, and let me know in the comments, would you buy a phone in fair condition to save some money? I'll see you in the next one.